this.
All right, here we go. Let me blow it up for you.
See what he say?
Yep.
What's that tape? 44, ain't it?
Yep.
That's Angel Bay, Chief Malik Angel Bay on the flip. Okay, so you see he letting them know they don't know this now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see another one. The other way. That's a good one right there. Blow that motherfucker up. Are there black devils? In this scroll right here, he not only tell you that they black devils, but he give you the modus operandi of how they operate in our among our people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is why this one is important, because he give you their psychological moves. This is how they operate when they around the righteous. They move like this. This book tells you that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is why all of these ties back into the war that started on NIBIRU and fell to the earth. We're gonna get to that as we go into this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so this is the Tower of Babel. Blow that motherfucker up so they can see it. This is where they decided. See, this is not only a tower, a ziggurat is what it's called.
Okay.
The top of it housed the launch pad for what they call launch jumps. It was a Stargate on the top of it.
Uh-huh.
Right? But these were university halls. This is where they decided to split the languages up.
Uh-huh.
And this is where they wrote the scripts for the Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and Hindu languages.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This was from the land of Nud, or Nudamud, which is the land of Enki in the Far East, which was held for Anu.
Uh-huh.
Right. So now we're talking about the Aryan bloodlines of Anu now. Okay, so they all, from here, they migrated east. This is in the so-called Middle East. This is in the city where we about to go to, the city of Ur. That's why we had to see this picture first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I told you, the big lie was they told us that we was born in sin and we was all sinners, and that if we didn't repent, that we would burn in hell, right? Mm-hmm. Ain't that what they told us?
Yep.
All right. First of all, what do repent mean?
Read means, you want my perspective or what they say it is?
You can just say what they say. Your perspective don't matter. Repent.
All right. My their perspective is to say you're sorry and you feel bad for what you did, type of thing. But my perspective. Now, go ahead.
Break it down into syllables.
Read means to do again. Pen. Pen.
To write.
It says like they post. It's a punt to put a certain type of event, to pin a certain type of event, maybe whether it's writing it down or pinning it on the wall, or writing it on the wall or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's to rewrite shit over and over again. To rewrite.
So the primary words of repent is pen, and tent.
Mm-hmm.
The tent represents the original tent Sakidar.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where they overtook the Sharif.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
The Sharif became the ancient Arabic nobles of the mystic shrine.
Okay.
Right? So they set up shop here.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's go to the written words we was about to go to over top of them.
Okay. Go to the next one.
Yeah, but what that say? Confusion of tongues, the Tower of Babel, and the incantation of Nudamud.
Nudamud
is Enki.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right.
Okay, but it wasn't Enki that done it. Now remember, when Enlil took over the rulership of Earth, he became Enlil and Enki by title.
Yeah.
Ruler of the skies, ruler of the earth.
Yeah.
So he want to make everybody think that the ones that's innocent is doing the dirt when he doing the dirt in their name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, now. Exit out for a minute. Back it up to the where I can see the full layout. Let's see which way we're going from here.
All right. Oh, let me do this right here where you can see it. Oh, so, hold on.
You see where it started with Gehenna?
Well, hold on. Let me blow them up for
you. Next to the black devil right there.
All right. Now, what you say right here?
Right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
I got you.
This is hell. In the Latin, this is hell. See where it say hell right there?
Yeah.
All right. This is where the word hell comes from.
Okay.
All right. Now go to the next one to the left. The other way. Okay, let's read this. The book of Isaiah, that's the part I want to read. The book of Isaiah does not mention Gehenna by name, but calls it the burning place in verse 30 and 33, in which the Assyrian army is to be destroyed, may be read Topheth in the final verse of Isaiah, which concerns of those that have rebelled against God. Right? So the burning place is Gehenna, and Gehenna is the place where they're going to throw those who rebelled against God. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the next one, the next slide.
Oh, the next slide? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is telling you who your sinners are worshiping, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the top. The city's patron deity, this is talking about Gehenna.
Okay.
The Chaldees. The city's patron deity was Nana. Nanner-Sin is his name, Nanner-Sin. The Sumerian and Akkadian moon god, the name of the city is in origin derived from the god's name, Unug, right? Literally the abode, Unug, of Nana.
Mm-hmm.
The site is marked by the partially restored ruins of the ziggurat of Earth. You see this right there telling you exactly where it's at, which contains the shrine of Nana excavated in the 1930s. Now look at the year.
Okay.
Okay, scroll down.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay, the temple was built in the 21st century BC during the reign of Namu and was reconstructed in the 6th century BC by Nabonidus, the last king of Babylon. The ruin covers an area of 1,200 meters or northwest to southeast by 800 meters northeast to southwest, a rise up to about 20 meters. All right, so now the pictures of the mountain now, what's the remains of the ziggurat is Mount Sion.
Okay.
Right. So let's scroll through a couple more of these, going back to that direction you're going.
You read this one right here already, right?
Well, we skipped over this one earlier. The next one we read over already. So right? See, now you see the cuneiform script telling you that it's the Anunnaki involvement right there.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
Is Sumerian to tell you right there, and then to show you the Sumerian writing of it. Urim, Akkadian, Uru, and then Arabic, Romanized Hebrew, Romanized right? Was an important Sumerian city-state in ancient Mesopotamia located at the site of modern Tel El Mukhaya in South Iraq's Dikhar governorate. Although was once a coastal city near the mouth of the Euphrates on the Persian Gulf, the coastline has shifted and the city is now well inlaid on the south bank of the Euphrates, 16 kilometers from Nazariah in modern-day Iraq. Now, remember, they was going to war all through here.
Yeah.
Right? They was trying to get ancient artifacts that they thought, well, we must show you what they was trying to get. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, Desert Storm, you know what I'm saying? All right. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is telling you about the rest of the city of Ur. We already read this one.
Okay, all right.
Okay, now we got to go to the Enlil files, which is closer to the other end. Scroll down some. These Enlil files here.
Okay.
Okay, first start with the mountain.
The mountain?
Yep, you just passed it. So they need to see what the mountain looked like today that was the ziggurat, not that one.
Okay. Let's see.
Go up some more.
Right here.
That mountain right there. Now you see how they spell it? Mount Sinai, right? This is the Mount Zion. When they be talking about Holy Mount Zion, that's what they're talking about. They say this is where Moses got the law.
Yep, that's right.
Right now, look at that word.
Yeah, I see it. Seeing.
AI is what? Artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
What did Bobby Hemmett call them? Spirit artificial?
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence, AI, rise of the machines.
Yeah.
Right? This is who's doing it, Ninderseeing.
Okay.
Right? Now, we need to look at the Enlil file. Scroll to the left again.
To the left, to the left.
Okay, in the second half of the first temple period, this the city expanded westward and defensive walls. This is the I think this is the city of Earth still.
Okay.
Scroll down some more. Let's see what they're talking about. Western Hills separated. Yeah, so this telling you the ground layout for the area. See where it say Mount Zion?
Yeah.
That's the same word. Sinai. It's just transliterated.
Yeah.
They talk about the same place. Right? Go to the next picture.
All right. Make sure I didn't skip that because I didn't like it skip. Okay, there you go, right there.
All right. Now, this is let's read that. Okay. Show them the picture first, and then we're going to read it.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so now this is right over there in the Middle East. We're talking about in the area where you see where it say Mount Zion right there, Southwestern Hill.
Yeah.
That other one was describing this.
Okay.
Okay, now let's scroll down and read what it say about it. The last shift of the name Mount Zion was to the Western Hill, which is more dominant than the Eastern Hill, and seemed to first century Christian area Jerusalemites the worthier location for by then lost palace of King David. The Western Hills is what today is called Mount Zion. Right? Now, all of this is part of what we call the Sinai Peninsula. Right? They're still right there, Mount Sinai. Let's go to the next one. So this telling you the Upper Eastern Hill. This is giving you the description of the first temple was erected atop the Eastern Hill. The name Mount Zion migrated there too. So you see they moving the city around from mountaintop to mountaintop. Right? After the conquest of the Jebusite city, remember what Pop said Jebusites was?
Yeah.
The sons of Canaan, right?
Yeah. Jews, the fake Jews.
Right. Now, it's built up area expanding northwest toward the uppermost part of the same eastern hill. Excuse me, smoking a little bit of too much stuff. The highest part became the site of Solomon's temple. The identification of the pre-Israelite Jebusite, is that another tribe?
Yeah. What say it again? Yeah, Jebusite. Pre-Israelite Jebusite. No, that's the same tribe.
Yep, that's the tribe of Canaan, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And Israelite towns on the eastern hill is based on the existence of only one perennial water source in the area, the Gehenna spring. Remember Pops tell you about the Gehenna and Pishon?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what they're talking about, right? Yeah. And archaeological excavations reveal sections of the Bronze Age, Iron Age, city walls, and water system. The Mount Zion mentioned in the latter parts of the book of Isaiah, in the book of Psalms, and the first book of something. Okay, go to the next one. This is another hill where they moved it to. At first, Mount Zion was a name given to the Jebusite fortified city, the lower part of the ancient Jerusalem eastern hill. So now they went to the north hill, east hill, and the west hill, also known as the city of David. According to the book of Samuel, Mount Zion was the site of the Jebusite fortress called the Stronghold of Zion. Don't that sound familiar?
The stronghold.
Right. Now let's go to the next one. We're trying to get to you about to get to the Enlil description here. This is just to show Mount Sinai from different photograph angles, and you can see how they got it all labeled under them. See that one right there? The man sitting on the top?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. I think I sent you that separate because that's supposed to be Enlil sitting on Mount Zion.
So this is where Moses went up there and got high and met God.
But he probably met Enlil, which is, we're going to get to that in a minute.
Yeah. I'm just, just throwing stuff out there. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, I'll be showing that. Okay, we go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. This is that fake ass shit they said that right here. Go ahead. I know what this is.
All right, now, look at what we're looking at. David's tomb on Mount Zion. Now, remember, Ray Haggins offered them to pay all of their bills for the rest of their life if they could find one living person tomb from the Bible.
Yeah.
Right? So what is that telling us when they don't collect the money and they show you this shit? But anyway, let's scroll down and read what it says.
It's that fake shit right here.
It said the name Mount Zion referred successively to three locations as Jerusalemites preserved the time-honored name, but shifted the location they venerated as the focal point of biblical Jerusalem to the site considered most appropriate in their own time. So you see that they move in a so-called holy city to where they feel it's appropriate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Mount Zion. In Arabic, Har Zion, Arabic, Jabal Soyon, is a hill in Jerusalem located just outside the walls of the old city. The term Mount Zion has been used in the Hebrew Bible for the first city of David, and later for the Temple Mount, but its meaning has shifted and it is now used as a name of, scroll down some more.
Gotcha.
Ancient Jerusalem's western hill. In a wider sense, the term Zion is also used for the entire land of Israel. So this is showing you that they can change the meaning whenever they feel like it. In the location, right? So now remember, for those that don't have any historical understanding of the United Nations, the United Nations was formed in 1945 between at that time it was England, America, and France. They first act as a unified force was to establish the state of Israel, right? You can still turn while I'm talking. And while they established in the state of Israel based on something called the Balfour Declaration from World War I, which is an order from the Bavarian Illuminati that the black nobility wants them to establish a city called a state of Israel, right? So while they are looking for a place to establish Israel, Middle East, nowhere over there was the original first site. They originally was going to move to South America, then Central America, and they felt that it was inhospitable to try anywhere in the mainland of America. So they went to the Middle East next because of the oil reserves and the mineral wealth that the Arabs had just came into in the 1930s. Right? So before the 1930s, the Arabs was dirt poor. All of a sudden, they come into this massive wealth. So the black nobility has to have a hand in it. They got to have a black hand in all the dirt.
Go ahead.
All right. So now when it comes down to a trickle down effect, when we can see from what they did in ancient times, we can see it playing out in modern times. Right. Now, the Gehenna is called Gehenna because it was the place of fire where they executed criminals. Go ahead, El. Click to the next one.
I got you.
Now, this is the study of who Enlil is at this point. No, this is seeing right here. Right, but we're gonna go from here. We're gonna end up talking about Enlil. Okay, so this is showing you impressions of the cylinder seal of Ensi, of Ixu-Sin, which is Ninursin's other name, right? The seated figure is probably King Namu, right? Which is actually Fire King Namu, which is actually Nanu, which is Ninursin. But they changed in the spelling and the pronunciation of the name to confusion. Right? Watch what they say he did. Bestowing the governorship, scroll down, of Hashammer.
I got you.
Who is led before him by Lama, protective goddess. Now the Lamas are monks in the Far East. All right, now look what it says. Sin, Nana, himself is indicated in the form of a crescent. Right? Now look at it say, other names. Remember, Baba says Zuin had what? Yeah. What did he have?
I don't remember.
Zuin stole what?
The tablet.